Hello, everyone. My name is Maryna Buzynnyk. I am marketing specialist at Qubit Labs, and I'm excited to have a very special guest with me today. That's Maryna Buzynnyk, our head of HR. Maryna is an expert in hiring, and she knows everything about finding the right people for tech teams. Hi, Maryna. How are you doing today?
Hi, Maryna. Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me today. All good, all good. Thank you for inviting me here, and I hope that I will be useful and can answer some of your questions.
Okay, thank you very much. That's great. So today we are going to talk about a pressing issue for the tech industry. That's the talent shortage. At the end of 2024, Qubit Labs conducted a survey of 100 tech leaders. These were chief executive officers and chief technology officers of IT companies to explore the challenges they face in finding skilled talent, the hardest roles to fill, and the impact on their businesses. So in this talk, I'd like to focus on the key findings. First, the big takeaway is that 76% of tech companies are struggling to hire developers and other tech professionals. So, Maryna, what do you think about this? Is there really a lack of IT specialists on the market? And why do you think so many companies are facing this issue?
Yeah, that's a nice question. Yes, it really is still a problem, despite some economical challenges and a growing number of applicants for some positions. The lack of qualified tech professionals in some IT areas is still very real. And of course, it depends on the region. It also depends on the kind of a specialist you are looking for. Uh, some stacks are very popular, and some are actually quite hard to find. For example, nowadays, if you're searching for AI developers, machine learning specialists, DevOps, it can be really difficult for recruiters, for a company, to find perfect matches, perfect candidates to close these positions.
Okay, I see. Well, that really makes sense. So the next thing I wanted to ask you is that according our survey results, the hardest roles to fill are in software development, DevOps, and data analytics. And speaking about your experience at Qubit Labs, do you see a shortage of such specialists on the market?
Yes, we definitely see shortage of specialists in these roles. AI, ML, DevOps engineers, data engineers are nowadays in extremely high demand. And finding the right talent in these IT areas is really like fighting. So
Mhm.
clients come to us after months of struggling to find their perfect candidate. And sometimes it's because the requirements include a niche or unusual mix of technologies, making it tough to find and the right fit on their own. Even with
Mhm.
internal recruiting teams, referrals, job board ads, they're still struggling to find experienced candidates who tick all the boxes. Um, yeah. So
Mhm.
that's when they come to Qubit Labs, they are often surprised by how quickly and effectively we deliver our candidates.
Okay, that's great. And Marina, can you tell us some real cases when you were looking for, when you were searching for some in-demand tech positions?
Uh, yeah, we had different cases. Also, for example, with DevOps, we had a case with a Canadian client, and we managed to close the position with the first candidate that we actually showed them. We showed him during the first week when the vacancy was open. Of course, they decided to see some more candidates, and but still they hired the first candidate, and the vacancy was closed altogether with all the processes within a big corporate company in 1 month, I think. And several cases, even, for example, if the area is not that exclusive, but the requirements are very specific. It can be challenging. We have a client that is in constant need of 2D artists with a very specific stack and in a very specific area. So they need over 6 years of experience, expertise in specific genre, and they all should be having very high quality, diverse portfolios. So in the course of 4 months, we contacted more than 450 candidates and presented 66 only, presented 66 of them to the client. And of course, we received rejections from both sides. Some candidates were not in an active search. Some were rejected by the client's team. So yes, an additional difficulty was different perspectives within the client's team regarding the ideal candidate profile. So we suggested splitting the candidate requirements in 2 separate roles, which significantly accelerated the hiring process. And as a result, we successfully hired 4 candidates for 2D artists, who are still working, and both sides are happy.
Okay, that's, a great job. And it's very nice to hear that you focus on quality, as in the case, as you mentioned, with the DevOps. So that's really important. Okay, so let's move on. And the next thing I would like to discuss with you, that's hiring challenges. So in our survey, we asked the respondents what are their hiring challenges. And the top 3 challenges, as goes, are a lack of qualified candidates. Then we have competition from other companies and high salary expectations. So in this case, I would like to ask you, so we can see that 96% of respondents say that there's a lack of qualified candidates on the market. So maybe there are enough, but they are not satisfied with their skills. In this case, what would you recommend to your clients to be sure of tech competence of people they are going to hire?
Yeah, first of all, we recommend to contact us and we can help you. In Qubit Labs, we conduct an initial interviews and we always check candidates' English skills and of course, we check if the CV of the candidate is real, if he really has the skills in that area. We can ask questions, we can fill the table for the client if needed. However, we still strongly recommend our clients that they conduct a deep technical interview on their end. And even providing some tech tasks, or if they want to be completely sure that it was performed by this exact candidate, maybe live coding. Usually it's not mandatory, just a deep tech interview with a long, nice conversation should be enough. But yes, we strongly recommend not to skip on this step to understand if the candidate really fits your requirements. So if we are talking about the CEO of the company that is not sometimes not that deep into the area, we recommend to invite a developer, a CTO, or someone who can check everything and yeah, decide if the candidate is the right fit, evaluate skills.
Okay, I see. So to sum up, the only advice here is to check the candidate's competence, to check their skills personally and profoundly.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we will make a pre-check that almost always works nicely. So it's not like you will have to have thousands of interviews and waste a lot of your time just to make a final decision.
Yeah, but you can actually recommend some right steps at Qubit Labs, right?
Sure. We can always advise on it if needed. We are happy to help.
Okay, that's great. And I would like you to comment on another hiring issue. So that's high salary expectations. Um, what can be done here if employers want to have the best talent, but they unfortunately have a bit lower budget? What to do in this case?
Yes, sure. It's a very common issue. And here we can suggest several approaches to address this issue. The first one is, of course, to explore more cost-effective locations. Hiring from and our clients can always ask us to make a research to see what are the salary expectations of the candidates that are needed in different locations, right? And yes, so hiring from such locations will reduce expenses without compromising on quality. And the second one is adjusting job requirements, of course, to expand the candidate pool. For example, we can advise to lower some experience expectations, for example, not 7+ years of experience or around 5, or maybe to move some requirements from must to nice to have if it's something not that important. If the candidate can easily adjust and learn it in several weeks, like it can be done. For example, we've had a few cases with similar challenges. At first, we tried to find candidates who matched the requirements perfectly, but sometimes that just didn't fit within the budget. So we adjusted our approach and looked at candidates with a bit less experience in years, I mean, or a slightly different tech stack. Often the gaps were minor and with a little upskilling, like learning specific databases or web services, they could quickly reach full understanding and work smoothly without any major issues.
Okay, great. Well, and also if a company is looking to optimize their hiring budget, at Qubit Labs, we have a service which is called Custom Salary Research. Maryna, I know that you are responsible for this service, yes?
Yes,
So how
Uh,
does it work?
my team is responsible for this service, and it works very easy for the client. So our custom salary research provides clients with detailed insights into regional salary benchmarks. It helps identify locations with the right balance of cost and talent availability. So, I mean, the amount of the potential candidates in the region. Ensuring clients can hire the best specialists without exceeding their budgets. This is service free. Our service is for free. Yes, and tailor-made for your requirements. You can contact us and request a research and provide us with a job description and either tell us the locations you are open to, or you can ask us to advise you if you are open to the whole globe.
Okay, thank you. I hope this will be helpful for lots of people and lots of companies. Okay, well, I would like to discuss one problem more. That's the long hiring process. This problem was also mentioned by other respondents. Of course, hiring quickly can make or can break any project. And can you please tell us how fast can you usually present candidates?
Sure. Typically, we provide the first resumes within a week. If it's not super specific, super special thing. So in some cases it may take up to 2 weeks depending on the role, and many clients are impressed with the speed and quality of our process. Not to brag about it, but it's true. And we've even had cases where the first candidates were presented and hired immediately. We can have some active employees in our base, so that are ready. They don't have any notice period, any waiting period, and can be hired practically immediately. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So the hiring speed is really impressive. And how about the time needed to close a vacancy? What can you say about that?
Yes, this of course largely depends on the client, how quickly they can open to schedule interviews and provide feedback. Sometimes clients have too many stages of interviews with a huge time gap between each stage. And in these cases, we recommend merging some of these interview steps. And of course, we recommend if you want your vacancy to be closed as soon as possible, please find the time for scheduled interviews as soon as possible and provide us feedback. So on average, it takes about 3-4 weeks to get an offer. Yes, but again, there are notice periods that are nowadays around starting from 1 month. However, when a client urgently needs a specialist, we can focus specifically only on candidates that are currently available and can start as soon as possible after the offer.
Okay, I see. So we can say that it's like a two-sided process, and if the client wants to close the vacancy maximally quickly, they also have to be active in this.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everything sounds really impressive. And then I think I have the last question for you, finally, the last. So Maryna, what advice would you give to companies struggling with a tech talent shortage? Companies that can't close all the vacancies they need.
Okay, so first of all, I'd recommend they reach out to us at Qubit Labs. We've got a lot of experience working with different industries, tech stacks, different locations, and we are great at solving these challenges. So we can help you hire faster, find the right locations for talents, and even locate or relocate candidates who are open to it. Yes, help you to relocate, to find someone who is ready to do it. We have a really large CV database. global reach, and expertise in building remote tech teams to deliver the best results. So we've got lots of successful projects, and so far there hasn't been a single case where we couldn't find the right candidate for a client. If the client was really interested in it till the end. So if you are stuck with hiring, we are here to help.
Okay, great. Maryna, thank you very much for joining me today and sharing your insights with me and our audience. So everyone can read our report on the tech talent shortage on our website. And if you are looking to hire tech professionals, reach out to Qubit Labs. We'll definitely help.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.